stopper, like legit.
Whatever you're doing,
stop.
Come over here.
This is the one. Can I say, the very first thing I ever used of Dr. Nassif's, the first thing I had, and I couldn't wait to tell everybody, was his detox pads.
Yes.
When you're talking about being able to get a spa and a pad, remove your makeup, exfoliating, firming, talking about your pores in the most easiest way possible, that is the #1 selling customer pick. Detox pads, we're doing 60 of those. So that's like a 2-month supply. This is a $45 value. If you go to hsn.com right now, you will see this, people, at $45 rave over this. We are also doing the HydroScreen Hydrating Serum, another top seller, $80 value. You can't even just get the serum for what we're doing both today. You can get both. We ran out of this. It sold out back in January. I absolutely knew this was gonna sell out. We are just restocking this. We do have this on auto ship as an option. So if you want to lock in this $72 price.
Oh, get out.
You'll be able to get this for you. We have the free shipping and handling today if you want to do that. 3 flex payments, 5 if you use your HSN credit card. Over 10,000 of this duo sold. And when I said it sold out back in January, and if you didn't lock it in and now you're waiting to re-up, now is the time. So don't let that auto ship go by, because then again, we'll have this whole conversation again once it sells out one more time. But being able to get both, you're getting hydrating and you're getting cleansing. You are getting the perfect duo. And he really outdid himself with both of these products, Kathy.
Absolutely, and there's a reason why. These are his #1 and #2 selling products. The #1 thing that you need to do, you have got to cleanse your skin. I don't care who you are, what you do, that you need to be able to cleanse your skin. So this can actually replace 4 individual products, because typically when you think about like those little pads and stuff, they only do maybe one thing. This can, yes, take off your makeup, but the importance of actually exfoliating without stripping the skin, it provides an exfoliated surface to prepare your skin for other cosmetic products. It exfoliates off the dead skin cells. It helps cleanse and diminish the look of pores, because it actually gets down deeper into the pores. And in addition to that, it firms the skin's appearance and softens those lines and wrinkles. So this one individual little pad. Now I washed my hands right before I came out here and came on air. So I always kind of just like to see, you know what, let me go over to this hand since I had put a product over here. I just want you to see what we're actually able to still take off of the skin. Do you see that? That's what was on my skin. Those are dead skin cells, yes. Look at that.
We heard it.
Dead skin cells that actually, you heard them crying as they left. But those dead skin cells, this is gonna give you so much individual juice. One of the other things I do wanna show you, so we have a little dart right here, and it doesn't matter. One of the things I love to show, watch this. Do you see how I took that out? These soak up everything, every ounce of juice in the pads. I can take one from the bottom. I can also take one from the top. It doesn't matter. So first I'll do the one from the top, but I want you to see how much juice is actually inside of here. So it is loaded up with juice. You have enough for your neck and décolleté, and then from the bottom, same amount of juice. That's why it's so important, but this is loaded up with all of those individual ingredients. So I'm gonna pop that back in here, because I don't wanna waste any of the juice. So
don't waste any of that, put that right back in there.
But it really is something that's different, because this is not just one of those little, quick little cleansing pads. Yes, you can cleanse your face, and it's going to remove more of your makeup than just traditional washing of your face as well. In fact,
not just
it's
a little.
108% more effective. That doesn't mean 8% more. That is 108% more effective than soap and water. And what we have is a Vizia study to actually show you the difference right here. So here's the before. And what they use is, it's makeup that actually glows with fluorescence. Then on the other side, as you go to that, that's using conventional soap. So washing the face off, and I'm not talking like a bar of soap, I'm talking like a good facial cleanser. So using that conventional on the one side. The other side, they didn't use the conventional and then follow up with the pad. That's actually using Dr. Nassif's Detox Pad. It will make such a difference in your skin. I promise you, these products both individually are huge customer picks on their own. Look at how much more of the makeup and the debris and the things that they are leaving on the skin. Even when you think you are washing your face, it's gonna make an incredible difference on the skin.
If we could do this at home, like the way they're looking at it there, in kind of like that blue light, we would be astonished what was left. When we started at the beginning, by the way, look how big the pad is. I know you were talking about how much is in there, but the pad itself, like if you think about like any of those pads we used, you know, from back in the day that were teeny tiny, that weren't, you know, really doing anything. We showed you at the beginning, this is basically replacing 4 different products. This is basically saying we could just, boop, just take that, just dump it right in the trash in one pad. The other thing that Dr. Nassif always talks about is I want you to have that kind of skincare that you want. I want the results. He said it 3 times, results, results, results at the beginning, but I wanna make it easy for you, easy. And everything in his skincare line, everything we've had, everything we'll have the rest of this hour, they all work together. They all are friends. They all want to do the same thing and get you there. Being able to do this and do exfoliating, cleansing, firming, we're gonna talk about diminishing the look of the pores in just a pad. Now, Kathy, you have men, women, age difference in your home.
We do. I have a son who is 21. I have a daughter who's 23. My son was an athlete. This is something that he still consistently, he has a bag of these. He keeps them in his gym. My daughter, she's a runner. She keeps these with her. So when she's done with her workout, she is actually getting something that's doing something for her skin. Rather than just cleansing it and maybe stripping it, this is going to cleanse your skin, but not only is it not stripping, it's actually adding in all the individual ingredients. So why did we pair these 2 together? Yes, they are the #1 and #2 products in his line. This is a product that's called HydroScreen. And the reason it's called HydroScreen is because before Dr. Nassif does, and he does primarily all the individual facial products, so he does all the facial surgeries in the office. So what he does is he has to screen every single one of his facial plastic surgery clients. He has to screen them for hydration. They are required to use this for 4 weeks before any facial plastic surgery. Why is that? Because you need to have that hydration. Think about a green leaf and then one that's, you know, okay, here we go, healthy skin. Over time, our skin actually starts to dehydrate. 2 to 3 drops of this product on your skin is going to intensely moisturize your skin, but it's not just on the surface area, it's actually going deep below the surface. That's why it's making such a difference in the way that your skin looks. This is also one of those products that you're going to notice right away. So you're just gonna put a couple of drops on there. So yes, it is an oil, but it does not end up feeling oily. You'll notice that instantly it's going to plump up the appearance of the skin. It is not oily. Right now you can see this, in about 3 minutes, it's gonna completely sink into my skin. It drinks it in, so it draws it in, but it is not oily. It's not gonna get all over your pillowcase or anything else, but you'll notice that the skin will start to plump up, and I'll show you the difference on that when we come back.
Some of the ladies here at HSN use this as a primer for their makeup.
Great idea.
They put this on, they kind of let it do its hydrating, and then they add in the makeup element of their morning. So it seamlessly kind of goes into a routine, and again, that's what that primer is meant for, is to kind of give you a nice base, but then look at the before and afters. Then be able to look at what you're getting, knowing, and not just talking about aging and losing that hydration, the environment where you live. I'm from Arizona. I came to, you know what I mean? Like, I understand what that feels like on your skin, but one application.
One application, you'll notice the plumpness, the firmness, the smoothness of your skin, the hydration of your skin. Your skin is craving hydration. Just as our bodies crave the hydration, I did a detox, and one of the detoxes that I had to do was specifically based on kind of cleansing your liver and doing everything. And so your skin, they find out how much your skin craves that hydration. Every single one of us craves that hydration, but we're just not getting it. And how do we deliver it? Through an oil is actually gonna be one of the most effective ways. If you are somebody who has more sensitive skin, I always recommend that you patch test it. I have hypersensitive skin to any kind of issues. So we'll kind of leave it at that. I was very afraid to ever try an oil. I can tell you from my space personally, 100%, I use this oil, I love this oil. It is day and night. Every single day I use this product, and I use it religiously. I'm 51 years old. I've not had anything done. I love taking good care of my skin. And this product last night was supposed to be $92. So what a wonderful surprise this morning to find out that it's $72. And to be able to actually even get that on auto ship and continue that. Remember, it's taken us 8 months to get this back into stock. Now, in this configuration, this is #1 and #2 that he put together in one combination.
Auto ship, most popular this morning. I absolutely knew that it was, because everybody that missed out on it when we sold out back in January had been waiting for, and they're like, nope, nope, never again, Tina. Never again. This $125 value of the $80 hydrating serum and the $45 detox pads. By the way, that's 2 months worth of the pads. You get 60 of them in there. Today, $72. It wasn't even $72 last night. Even Kathy came in and said, Tina, did you see that it lowered? Yes, I did. 3 flex pay for everyone
Good
today.
News, bad news. Dr. Nassif stuck on a plane, but we got even better prices as a result of this. So.
They were like, the price on this and being able to get both. And by the way, when we were talking about the Hydro Serum, face, neck, hands, feet.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Hydrate where you need it.
Yes, so even with those exfoliating pads, yes. My children have used them on their back, across their chest, you know.
Back of your hands.
Really, the back of your hands, the top of your feet, in between your feet. Now, Sue has been using the line, and Sue, are you 55, is that right? So 55 years young, she has absolutely gorgeous skin. You're gonna see some of her before and afters even within this hour, particularly when we get to the neck area. Phenomenal, that's one of her favorite products. This is the #1 most popular product. But even using this on your hands, look at this. Look at how much younger your hands are actually going to look. Look at that. That is after 4 weeks of use. So use the detox pad. So use them all over your face, your neck, your décolleté. Finish off on your hands and then put a couple of those drops. Instead of putting it on the underside of my hand, I put it on the top of my hand. I take it from that, I put it on my face, use it like a little bit of a paddle or a little bit of a palette.
What did I tell you?
And then put it on the face, and look at the difference in the hand area.
Hands and neck always will give us away. Don't forget, it is a duo customer pick.